Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So I got my bargain bead box for August in the mail today, and I'm super excited. I've been tracking it all weekend. I kept hoping and just hoping that it would come on Saturday, but no, it just needed a little more time to get closer to me. But it's here now, and I'm super excited for this one because I think it's going to be everything that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna get it all set up and ready, and then we're gonna unbox it together. I know you probably have seen some unboxings, and that's fine. We all do it a little bit different. I like to watch other people's unboxings too, but yet here I am still watching more unboxings. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so August bargain bead box is Bohemian Nights, and it says we are celebrating with the celestial. Okay, no, we are celebrating the Celestial with this free-spirited collection, starring a high-quality cubic zirconia pendant and matching charms, plus turquoise Magnazite, carnelian quartz, and more. We love the oh my goodness, you guys, colorful crystal accents and the 18-karat gold-plated findings. Oh my gosh, there is 21 items this time. And the estimated value for the shipment is $95.29. So the bargain bead box does get shipped directly to your home. It is a monthly subscription. It's right around $23, and that includes the shipping. And you get this every month. Each month is a curated theme, and also what you get is a 30% off coupon that you can use as many times as you want for the entire month. Mine's on the other side, so I'm not going to flip it over because I don't want to get in trouble. All right, so we're going to go through this, and I'm trying not to make a big, huge mess here. I'm going to actually get one of my little boxes out because I do have that. And this is how I like to store it. Thank you to our friend, Miss Becky Foster, who came up with the idea on how to store these. I'm pretty sure she was the queen storer. So I'm going to just have this sitting over here. And we're just going to start with the very first one. So the very first one is 34 by 30 millimeters, 18 karat gold plated brass and cubic zirconia round pendant. So this one has a retail value of $7.99. And I love this pendant. You guys know, I like pendants, but I don't go like overboard on them. You guys know I have a lot of necklaces that I make that don't really have a pendant, but this one is really, really pretty. And I think because it has like it's more of like almost reminds me of like a basket weave type situation, with just those little spots of that turquoise color in there that make it really, really pretty. So I'm actually really loving this pendant. So I think he'll fit in there. Yep, there he goes. So we're just gonna stick him right there. And then next we have two-piece 16 by 14 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated brass and cubic zirconia star charms. So let's take a look at these. Oh, these are really cute. I don't remember seeing these when somebody else was unboxing. I think sometimes I watch the unboxings, but then I look away for something and then I come back and I don't see everything. These are really cute. And you know what? They kind of remind me of like almost like a sundial, but also like a snowflake in a way. But they're really, really pretty. I like those. These would make some really precious little earrings to go along with that pendant. I like that. Okay, next we have... Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong thing here. I want to go in order. Next we have is number 3 is 8 millimeter Magnazite. It's heated and dyed. These are 8 millimeter round beads, and they're the turquoise blue. These are so pretty. I love the turquoise blue Magnazite. You don't have to have real turquoise to make a statement, right? I love real turquoise. Don't get me wrong. Like I can just eat it right up. But this is so pretty, and this is such a beautiful color that it just makes you like happy when you see it. So we're gonna actually cut that open and get that into our box. And this is one of those things that, like, even if you don't have genuine turquoise, you can still do the look, right? I've used Magnazite or synthetic turquoise so many times, and it's really just a great like bead to use. I love it. I actually have quite a bit of it in my bead collection. I feel like I don't use enough of it because I think I probably hoard the colors. Like there's certain colors that I'm like, I love this color, so I'm not going to ever use it. And then I'll use it like sparingly, like into something. And then, then I'm like, oh, now I need to replace that. I think you guys could all feel that pain. All right, next we have number 4, which is 6mm synthetic turquoise. So that means it's man-made. Matte round beads, and you get a 15-inch strand here. So this is nice that we're getting some matte. Ooh, and this is a really, you know how sometimes you'll get a matte bead and it's really rough feeling to your skin sometimes? This is like so like silky. It's like silky matte. We're gonna call it silky matte. And this is pretty. So when they do the man-made stuff, they even put like the little like striations in it to make it seem more authentic, or they, you know, color them deeper or whatever, but really, really pretty. I love that. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about it, is because you do get those little stripy, little striations in it that just make it look like kind of like it's older and crackled, and you know what I mean? I love that. Love that look. So I've been like waiting and waiting and waiting and just like so excited. When I saw Lauren's sneak peek, I was like almost squealing, you guys. I was so excited. All right, so number 5 is 6mm blue agate. This is dyed and heated. They're faceted rounds, and you get a 7-inch strand. So we have some dyed agate here that's faceted. The facets are really pretty. Look at that little sparkle you get. They're not overly done. They're just like perfect. Look at those little stars in there. So pretty. And this one we might maybe even just leave on the strand. Let's see if it'll fit in my little container. Some of those little 7-inch ones, if they are loose enough on a strand, if they're not on that plastic cording, you can usually just fit them right in your little container. All right, next is number 6. Number 6 is 10 pieces, 18 karat gold plated brass Moonphase beads. I love Moonphase beads. They are so fun to play with. Like I always think of like just a really super simple like bar necklace. You know what I mean? Just really super simple. You could do like this. Have a bead in between. They can be done as like on a bracelet like that too. And I just think they're really cool. These are really, really pretty. So we're gonna put those right here, our little moon phases. Next we have 4mm golden rutile quartz faceted round beads. This is a 15-inch strand. I love rutile. I have a few like larger pieces that I absolutely love. I love that you can see all the rutilated lines within these little tiny beads, and these are so beautifully faceted that they're just beautiful. Those are so pretty, and we're gonna leave those on here too, and I think we'll just put them right there. Okay, next we have one of my favorite stones, which I have a ton of, which I need to stop buying more, Carnelian. This is 8mm star cut Carnelian. These are dyed and they're faceted, and you get a 7-inch strand. So I do love the star cut on a gemstone. It is so pretty. Look at this. Look at the orange in this. I got some deeper reds. I got some lighter oranges. There's some like a little bit of banding. Really, really pretty. Gorgeous bead. And it looks just astonishingly beautiful with blue. So, especially turquoise blue. It looks great. I'm going to just pop that in there. Okay, next we have some 6x5 faceted crystal lantern beads in teal iris. And this is also a 7-inch strand. Ooh, look at these. Holy moly, you guys. Check those out. Oh, wow. They're kind of they're lantern cut, right? But they're a rondelle. So I've seen a lot of lantern ones that are more of like a round versus a rondelle. These are super cool. Like this is the first time I've ever seen anything like that. So like in my hands, you know? So really super cool. This one's on one of those metal wires, and I always poke myself with those. So we're just gonna get rid of the metal wires. And we're gonna just put the beads right into our little tray here. Gorgeousness, look at all that sparkle. And I like that they put the iris, like that coating on it, because you're picking up little pieces of like purple here and there, and that looks really cool too. Like purple and blue looks so nice together. So I like that they do that. Good choice, Lauren. All right, next is 3x2 crystal faceted Rondelle beads in Bohemian mix. I love a good bead mix. Look at these. Look at these little guys. These are fun. And these are like, yeah, they're like a little, not quite, did they say it was matte? I don't think they said it was matte. No, just crystal faceted. It almost looks a little bit matte, or like maybe we would consider just like opaque, but really cool coloring on these. You're getting oranges and whites and greens and grays and a really pretty yellow. So that's a lot of fun. I like that. And we're going to see if this one can just kind of swirl right into here too and fit nicely. If I don't need to take it off a strand, I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it in here until I need it, and then I'll take it off a strand. That's pretty. I can see like doing a multi-layer necklace. So having one with little teeny tiny beads with maybe like a little Moonphase like in the middle, and have that be your shortest one. So maybe using like a mixture of these two with like a little pendant, and then having, you know, some of this like on your, like another full beaded necklace, maybe a little bit longer, like the middle length, and then doing one with a chain with just maybe one thing hanging from it. That would look really, really cool. All right, next we have 10 pieces, 14 by 10 millimeter glass crescent moon beads in champagne. And these are really, really cute. Look at the like golden hue to these. Aren't those pretty? Just simple little moons, and all they're like dusted with gold, and they're really, really gorgeous. And they're drilled this way. So they would be really cute, like on a bracelet. Look how nice they fit together. This would be cute as like one half of like a stretch bracelet, to have all those little moons on there. That would be adorable. We're gonna put our little moons right here. All right, next we have these 10 pieces of 13 millimeter glass moon and star coins in steel blue. Oh, these are cute. Okay, so they have the little moon in the center of the coin, and then all the little stars are just around the little moon. That's really adorable. These are cute. So maybe you could do like half the stretch bracelet, half those, half these. Or look, they even fit together kind of nicely too. Maybe you could just alternate it. I think that would be a really fun stretch bracelet, in my opinion. All right, next is, this is another one of my favorite things to get, are the ones that are like the imitation jade. So you have this 20 pieces of 10 millimeter crystal faceted round beads in jade blue. So it's done up to make it look like jade. You know how jade is very milky, and it's done up to look like that. And I love that look. That's so pretty. Look at those beautiful facets. This is gorgeous. I love it. Lauren, you knocked this one out of the park. Love this. And this one's probably gonna take up 2 spaces here. There we go. Yeah, we have an open space, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll only bother me for a little while, then I'll close the lid and I'll forget all about it. Okay, so here's two pieces, 9 by 7, 18 karat gold plated brass cubic zirconia moon charms. Okay, so this is exactly what I was thinking when I was saying do a little necklace with a teeny tiny little petite. Look at these. You guys, these are stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I adore these little guys. I love that we're getting 18 karat gold plated pieces. It's so nice. All right, next we have a 4-piece 22 by 16 millimeter 18 karat gold plated brass crescent moon links. Okay, so these are nickel free. Some of the stuff will say lead free, nickel free, cadmium free. That's what all those initials stand for. And this one is just nickel free. So if you have nickel allergies, these are really good for that. You can, you know, you'll be okay with that. But look at how cute those are. And you have the opportunity to like hang these like this, but then also hang something in here. That's cute. I like that. Okay, next we have gold-plated brass chandelier pendant link, and it's 30 by 21. Again, another 18 karat gold plated, lead-free and cadmium-free. This one does have nickel in it. I like this really simple pendant. This is super cool. So I kind of feel like you could do a few things with it. Like I'd probably want to hang it this way, hang it here on my necklace, have a really nice big like pretty drop here or something, like maybe, I don't know, like let's pull this out. Like you could even do like this here. I don't know. It's just, I'm just saying you could do something really cool there, and then even have like a little something hanging here. Or you could do it this way and you could still do the same thing. So really, really cool piece. All right, next we have 8 pieces, 10 by 7 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated stainless steel. So this is hypoallergenic, and these are moon charms. So let's take a look at these cute little moons. Oh my goodness, these are cute too. I like these. I love that really thin stainless steel. It's nice and lightweight. You know it's gonna be a good product. It's really, really pretty. I really like that. We have moons for days, guys, moons for days. And I'm not mad about it. All right, next we have 100 pieces, 3.5 by 2, 5 millimeter faceted cube spacer beads. Ooh, these are pretty. I love a faceted cube spacer. Look at these. Aren't those gorgeous? Those are nice. Put those right in there. Yeah, just let it drop in there. Not getting in the right one. All right, there we go. You guys know how much it gets on my nerves. And there's one right there. I have issues, guys, sorry. All right, next we have some 100 pieces of 6 millimeter filigree bead caps. It's hard to believe there's 100 pieces in here, but look, they're nice and thin. They almost like remind me of like, kind of like a star in a way. You see how thin they are? Really nice little filigree, really light, very, very cute. And they're gonna cause me problems, I can see that right now. All right. Very lovely. And all the gold just looks really nice. Like it looks so good together. I mean, there is like a difference between some of these and the others, but it's such a much better match than what I've seen in years past. It's a really good match. All right, so this is a 26 millimeter, 18 karat gold finished brass and cubic zirconia moon fold over clasp. I don't get a lot of these, like, so this is really cool because I don't buy fold over clasps, and I don't know why, because they're really cool. But usually when I'm shopping for clasps, I'm looking for bulk, so I want to get those toggles and the lobsters. But I think every now and then to get some pieces like this, especially if you plan on making something really special, would be really nice. So I saw that she had a whole bunch of new ones on the Beadbox Bargains website, the sister store for Bargain Beadbox. So I might have to take a look and see what all she's got on there, and maybe just have a few on hand for when I want to make something really special. So put him right there. And last, we always get some kind of stringing material or chain in one of these boxes. We have 1 meter of 3 by 2 millimeter stainless steel hypoallergenic cable chain. So chain is always nice to have. I don't always use it, so I end up having like a surplus of chain on hand, but this is really nice little chain. It's a nice fine chain, which I love. I like to have a good amount of the really, thinner chain like this, but also have chunky chain. But I'm going through and I'm getting like most of my little thinner chain like this is like non-existent at this point. So it's good to have that. It's going to replenish what I need. All right, guys, so I'm going to grab my little bead mat here, and we're going to just pick out some stuff that's really, that I'm kind of leaning towards, that I really want to work with. And I think we're going to just go ahead and make something. We're going to make something really pretty. So I think I would really like to do, I really want to use these. Okay, so we're going to definitely use these for sure. And I think that it would be great to do this with like a cute little pendant. So we're going to dig out one of these. And we're pretty much going to string this like the way it is, except we're going to go ahead and add some gold spacers in with it. So we're going to do our little skinny necklace, and then we're going to do another necklace to go with it, that you can wear them together or separate. And I'm really into doing that because I've actually worn a lot of my stuff, like the stuff that I made, like 3 necklaces, but I didn't know if I wanted to always wear them together, so I didn't want to hook them together. And I think that's probably one of my favorite pieces I've made. So we have this, but I kind of also want to use the Moonphase. So let's take a look at this. If I maybe did like a little bar with these on it, I might like that better. And just do a little Moonphase like this, and maybe just put one little bead in between each one. I think I'm going to want to do that more. So this is going to be our one necklace, okay? So that one's going to be our shorter one. I'm going to save this for when I do a bracelet because I really want that clasp to be seen. So we're not going to use it right now. And then our next one, do I want to use this big pendant right away, or do I want to maybe do this one? I'm trying to decide how I'd want to use it. If maybe I'd want to do it like this. I'm kind of thinking like if I did it like this, and let's say if I put, I think I might have an idea, you guys. So, okay, so let's say if I wanted to do that, and then, that one's strung like different. Let's see, what about this one? No, I don't think I want to use that one. So this is what I'm thinking, because I have 3 spots here that I can connect it, right? I have this, this, and this. I'm kind of thinking of running my strand through it, right? Using my jump rings, running my strand through those jump rings, also having something here, but having it connected like have this little guy like on an eye pin maybe, and just kind of free floating right there. And then we can maybe dangle something here, like we can do like our moon. No, I don't know if I want that. So maybe if we did it this way. So if we did it this way, we could definitely do like maybe some chunkier bead in the middle, like this. you know, maybe add some other beads to it, right? And then, I don't even know, like maybe I'm not liking this one. I mean, I like it. I'm not like comfortable with it yet. So maybe not. How about if we did one of these as our bigger charm? So I think I like that. I'm just not quite ready to use the other one yet. But maybe we could put one of these big pretty beads in the middle there. No, that would hang too low. Maybe we could just do one of these really pretty little crystals. That'd be kind of cute. Or we have this really pretty like agate here. I kind of like that one in the middle. Just have it hanging there. I don't know. I keep looking at the other one, you guys. I keep looking at this one. I think I'm going to have to just use it because I really, really love this pendant, you guys. Let's see if I can get it out of there. Come on. I should never put that in there. I really am kind of stuck on this pendant right now, and I think that that's what I want to use. Okay, so this is what we're going to use for our big one. So we got our smaller one and our big one. So we have this blue agate. We're going to need to bring in this carnelian because we want to like bring in some of this this really pretty orange, and we're going to want some orange in this one as well. And then we're also going to probably maybe let's use some Rutile quartz in with it. So I don't, unless, you know, let me swap that out for these. Just to give it a little more like of that like rustic boho feel. Oops, I'm grabbing all kinds of stuff here. That more like like free-spirited feel. Yeah, I like that. So, dare we make a 3-strander? I mean, if we did, one would be mostly chain. I think we could get away with that too. So if we have this one, well, maybe this one wouldn't even have the pendant on it. Maybe this one would just be all the beads. I kind of feel like it does need a pendant. So what if we did do another one? What if we did like maybe this, use this chain in some way? You know, we could honestly do that, and we could do this one with this. That would be cute. I think I really want to use this with this. I can't seem to make up my mind. You guys, you're seeing me being all wishy-washy. So this one, I think that if I were to use this though, like I would definitely want to cut up this chain, and I would definitely want to put these links on at some point and do a dangle on the little spot. So this one might not even have like that kind of pendant, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe we could do one thing in between. Ooh, as a matter of fact, you know what? This one could be like our all metal one. That's going to go here. This one is going to get this little moon charm. I think we got it, you guys. I think we got it. All right, I'm going to clean this up a little bit so we can make it more manageable, and I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, so I got out 4 crimp tubes because we're gonna need 4 of those. I got out 3 lobster clasps. I have some Beadalon 49 strand beading wire in gold. I also grabbed some Beadalon German style wire in 20 gauge. We might have to go lower, I'm not sure, but we're going to use this, I'm sure, in part of our one of our designs. I'm also going to grab my like little 3mm gold jump rings because we're going to need some of those too. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to start with our shortest one. So I'm going to grab some of this. I'm going to measure where I think I want my shortest one to go, which will probably be right here. And I will give you a measurement of what I'm doing. I'm just gonna snip this off real quick. All right, so there's that one. And I just saw my tape measure. There it is. All right, let me grab the right end here. So my shortest necklace, which is going to be all my little petite beads, I've cut 24 inches, but I think I'm really going to want this to be about 22 inches. So I'm going to want to try to keep that in mind. So that's for our shortest one. And now for our middle one, I'm just going to actually use my tape measure and see. It looks like I want it to be about a 30-inch necklace. So I'm probably going to cut that one at about 32 inches. So let's measure 32 inches. We'll make it 33 for a good measure. So that's going to be our middle necklace. And then we won't need any more beading wire. So I'm going to put that away real quick. And we will discuss the chain one when we get there. I'm not going to jump ahead and try to figure that out yet. But I do know that I think I'm going to want to cut that chain up and use it as like little segments. And I may even put some like wire wrap some beads in between. I just want to make like a bunch of little segments, and I don't even think I'm going to measure them. I'm just going to make them kind of uneven on purpose, but we'll see. I'm going to think about that while we're designing the rest. So I'm just going to move everything else over that I don't need right now at this moment, and we are going to start with our shortest necklace. Let's go ahead and cut this open. And these are just going to go on randomly. I'm just going to pick from, whatever it is, and that's what's going on. And I think maybe every like 10 beads, I'm going to do a gold spacer. That I do know. I do want more of the gold coming up into the necklace. So let's start here, and let's put our cute little pendant on. And that jump ring is actually nice and closed, so I don't even need to touch it. So we're going to put that on real quick, and we're just going to start beading. So like I said, like every 10, I'm going to put a gold spacer, or maybe more than one. Maybe we'll do like 3 of them or something. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then let's go ahead and do 3 gold spacers just to bring some of that gold up into the necklace. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like that. That's gonna look so cool. All right, so we need 10 more of these. Okay, there's 10. This one has the little plastic cord on it. I didn't quite get that one off there. There we go. And then we need 3 more spacers. And I said I think I want this necklace to be roughly around 22 inches, so we're going to be really mindful of that and just kind of, you know, take some measurements. So I'm going to really want like 11 inches on each side, like probably like 10 and a half or 10 and 3/4, because I don't think our clasp is going to take up that much room. It's kind of a smaller clasp. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoop. That one just jumped on. He's like, wait, don't leave without me. So, I think I know I told you guys we're moving our location this week. So, I'm going to be a very busy lady this week. Probably working Saturday as well, which I haven't worked a Saturday. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many years. It's been forever. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I love these little beads. I love little beads like this. I've been wanting to do the little necklace like this for a long time. And I know I did some gemstone ones not that long ago, and that was really fun to make like little tiny necklaces like that. Okay, I need 3 more of these. I'm going to measure this side, see where I'm at. I don't think I'm at like 10 or 11 inches yet, but let's just double check my guesstimate and see. Nope, I still got about a good 3 inches, a little bit more than 3 inches to go, so we're good. Okay, so there's 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so once I'm done with this one side, I'm gonna bead the other side off camera because you guys don't need to see me do the same side twice, right? Let's just see how long we have here. Okay, nope, we still need probably another 2 more inches. Actually, is my calculation off? No, I think we're good. Okay. So let's do 10 more. All right. And 10 more. Um, 10, and then we'll do 3 more spacers. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bead the other side of this, and when we get back, we'll be able to close this one up and start on our next one. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have this one finished. So this is our first little necklace. Isn't he cute? So cute. So we still have a few of these little beads left. I still have quite a few of the little gold spacers left, not just the 4 that are sitting here. I have more. So we are going to go ahead and put this on. Put our little clasp on. And we're gonna just stick that right in there. I need to unbury my magical crimpers and do a little crimping action here. They are buried with stuff. There's like little baggies and all kinds of stuff over on top of them. All right. All right, so there's our one little crimp. It looks really good, nice and clean. Oh, I think I missed a spot. Hold on. Oh, now I got it. Now I must not have rotated it properly. There we go. That's much better. All right, so I'm going to stick my little extra tail through these spacers, and it might fit through the little crystals. I'm not sure. Some of the beads from Beadbox Bargains sometimes have a little bit bigger of a hole, but some of them don't. So we're just gonna check it out and see. Nope. So I'm gonna trim this down so that I can hide it inside the other spacer and it'll be poking out. All right, just like that. And I'm just using gravity here off the camera. All right. And now we can do the other side. I'm gonna want a little bit bigger of a jump ring for the other end of the necklace here. And make sure that's closed, and it needs to be adjusted a little bit. Grab my pliers. So let's fix this. Let's just open a little tiny bit, but that little tiny bit is just enough to ruin someone's day. All right, there we go. Let's put our little crimp on there and our jump ring. Where'd you go? And we're gonna just put that through our crimp and those 3 spacer beads at the end here. And we're gonna pull it down. There it goes. Okay. And now I just want to make sure this can kind of like, you know, move a little bit. And let's just check our sizing on our loops. It looks really good. And let's just sneak on in here with our little crimper. Do a crimp. All right, that one looks really, really good. Now let's just sneak up in here and trim off that extra piece. All right, so here is our first necklace. This is our shorter one, and I think it looks really cute with that itty bitty little charm hanging from it right there in the middle, and you have the gold coming up with all the colors. I think it looks really pretty. And yes, I will make sure I try all 3 of these on for you guys. So we're just gonna put her up there for now. I'm gonna go ahead and leave these beads out because you never know, maybe I'll wanna use them. But we're gonna go ahead and grab our next strand, which is longer. And this one, I said we're gonna use this pendant. So what we're going to do is let's open up some of this stuff here. We need, well, I need to not stab myself in the leg with a pair of pliers. Right, Colleen? Right. All right, okay. So let's open up these gorgeous, juicy looking pieces of candy. It's what they look like. Yum. They do look like candy. All right, and then we have our blue ones already undone, so we're good there. We also have some rutilated quartz that we want to use some of these. These are just going to add some, like, a little bit of a sparkle and a little bit of a difference between the beads. So we're going to use them as kind of like little spacers in a way. And there we go. I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to use. So let's put our pendant on first. Let's double check our little, yeah, we look good. Our jump ring is closed, nice. And we'll put that on. And we're going to start with the rutilated quartz on next to our pendant. So we can just have like a little start right there. Okay, so we'll probably use 2 just to kind of get up and away from the pendant jump ring there. So let's do, no, actually, I think we're good with 1. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and start with, I don't think I'm going to start with my Carnelian. We're going to start with these. We're going to bring that little guy in. Do 2 of those because we have quite a few of them. So let's do 2. And then let's do a Carnelian. I kind of want to use some more gold spacers. Let's see. I kind of would like to do, actually I think I kind of like to do 3 of these. Let's do 3. I want to use one of these little gold spacers. Sometimes I just like to put like a little bit of a gap between some of my beads, you know, just to have like a little dimension. So like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll do 3 more of these. And then we can do one of our rutilated quartz. And then we're going to go right back into 3 more of these. I'm not using as much Carnelian. 1, I don't have a ton of it, right? But 2, I don't need to use that much orange. Like the orange and red that I'm using in here is just enough to draw your eye into it, right? I think it's just enough. So there's that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this. This is gonna look really, really good. And then we just need 3 more of these guys. Another rutilated quartz. I'm gonna grab some more of my spacers out too, my gold spacers. I'm gonna go through all those spacers in like one sitting. It's gonna be crazy. I have more gold spacers that I had in my stash, so I'm not worried if I use them all here. All right, let me grab those. Get some more of those out. She gave us a good amount of them, that's for sure. I love having all these extra little numbers here. And there we go. Yeah, this looks really cool. Need 3 more of these. Rutilated quartz. Where are you? There you are. Okay. All right, and I think I'm at the point where I want to start maybe doing some on the other side because I don't want to run out and because I think what I'm going to end up needing to do is towards the end use more rutilated quartz up at the top, which is absolutely fine. I'm good with that. But I want to see realistically what I have here. So I'm going to pull the rest of these out and we're going to start beading on the other side of our necklace. And when I get to the point where we're going to need to do a lot of the little ones, like up at the top, then I will probably do some more off camera. I have more of those in my bin, and I'm just going to pull these for now. So I'll probably do the rest of like the little teeny tiny ones off camera. All right, so we're going to start out with our little rutilated quartz. You know, finding the hole either on the mat or in your hands, it all works the same. It's on some of these beads, it's super hard. All right, so we need 3 of these. Spacer, Carnelian, spacer, oops. So my husband and I like scary movies. We both really enjoy scary movies. So there's quite a few new ones coming out this fall. And there's actually a few that are out now. One that's called Wounds, and I heard it was really good. There's been some really good reviews. So that's one that I really want to see. So I think we're going to try to go either this Saturday night or Sunday, like a matinee. So we're going to try to do that, go on a little date. We don't go to the movies very often, but, you know, when we do, it's usually a lot of fun. I enjoy going to a movie every now and then. Put that on here. And usually if you go like on a Sunday, there's like nobody in the theater. There's been so many times that we've gone and seen a movie and we were like literally the only people in the theater. And it was nice. Like, I'm going to tell you, it's so nice to be the only people in watching a movie, because then you can just kind of like sit back, relax. You don't need to worry about like if you like laugh at something or if you make like a noise or whatever. You don't have to worry about anyone, you know, being upset because you're ruining their experience or anything like that. So it's kind of pleasant. Even though I'm pretty sure I ruin my husband's experience all the time at the movies, because I'm always like, well, why is that happening? And he's like, I don't know, Jody. I'm watching it for the first time too. I think I wear on him sometimes, you guys. Poor guy. Send him all your good vibes, because he probably needs them dealing with me. There we go. Let's see where we're at here. Just want to make sure I'm matching up. I usually end up having a really bad fiasco that I didn't match up somehow and I missed a bead or whatever. You guys know. You guys know me. You know what I'm up to. You know what I'm doing. Grab more of those blue ones out. There goes an airplane flying overhead. Grab some more of the spacers. I would grab my little scooper, but it's buried under my mess in here, so I really can't. All right. After I'm done with this, I need to clean up a little bit because it's kind of a mess. All right. Then we need our gold spacer, Carnelian, and another gold spacer. Yeah, I am not gonna have you guys sit here watching me string on a million rutilated quartzes, because seriously, you guys would all just fall asleep. All right, let's see where we're at, 'cause I think I caught myself up too. Okay, so here we are. So I need to do my little carnelian segment on this side real quick. These carnelians are seriously so pretty. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. So my bonus son Xander had his first day of orientation at the post office, and of course, orientation and stuff like that. That's a long day, but he's super excited, you guys. I mean, that's a really good job, and I'm like super proud of him for doing it. He tried to do college. It just really wasn't for him. Not everybody is a college person. I know I wasn't. I went for like a year and I'm like, no. So not everybody is. And my daughter, she wanted to go all the way. Shane's other son, my other bonus son, Jacob, he is getting his degree. He'll be graduating in December. My son Will, he'd rather just work. He doesn't want to, he's not a school person, and I would much rather them find that out before they end up taking out a bunch of student debt. Not everybody is a school person. Some people just really would like to just go get a good job and be at that job and work their way up. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 of these here and our rutile quartz. And then let's do the same thing that we just did there on this side, just to kind of keep ourselves on the right track here. All right, so I have like a really weird number of these for what I'm doing. Okay, so this is where we're at. I am right here with this, so this is all nice and even. And what I'm going to end up doing is, I think what I want to do is come up here with the related quartz the rest of the way, because I do have quite a bit left, and I can even bring in some more of the gold spacers. And then I'm just going to save these for now, and I'm going to save these, or maybe we'll end up using them in the other necklace. I don't know. So let's just set them off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and get out more of my spacers, and I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys, because I'm just going to be stringing a lot of these little tiny gemstones, and I don't want to make you guys lose your minds. So I'm probably going to do about the same thing, like 10 and 3 spacers, or 10 and 1 spacer, since we're up towards the back of the necklace. So that's what I'm going to end up doing here, and I'll come back and show you what I did, and then we'll put our clasp on and start the next one. Okay guys, I'm back, and this is where I ended up. So I still have room to crimp, but I want to just see if I lay this. I'm going to pull you guys out just a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. There we go. So if I lay this guy here and we lay him here, that's right about how I want it. So that's going to be really cute together. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and do our little crimps on this one. I have some extra related quartz left. We're just going to smush it off to the side. And let's go ahead and start with our crimping. Let's drop this first one on. Pull that up. All right, and I already know that 2 strands will not fit through the rutilated quartz. So I'm going to trim this off to where I can hide part of this in that spacer. It's just easier for me that I don't have it too short where I can't, like, where it's going to constantly be like poking out. So let me use gravity here. Got that side all situated. Let's do our little swirl. Put this one on and just drop it all the way down. Let's grab our other jump ring. Oop, that one's too big. There we go. One day I'll have all my jump rings used up and I can start over fresh with all sorted ones. All right, we're going to put our jump ring on. And let's put that through our crimp and that one spacer that we have at the end here. And we're just going to pull that down. All right, and we can go in and crimp it. And we got a nice little crimp. All right, now we have this necklace. Hook all that together so you can see it. And then here's that one. So these are gonna look super cute together. I'm sorry guys, I just made you all tilted. These are gonna look super cute together. There we go. It's gonna be really pretty. Look at all that color. That is so gorgeous. All right, now we're gonna lay those aside. Okay guys, so this is what we got going on with this one. This one's gonna be, I think, a little more on the experimental side here. So I have this chain. I have these links that I want to use, right? And I just want them to kind of dance along the side here. So, and I plan on also hanging a bead from these. So I'm thinking probably like maybe the Carnelian on two of them. And maybe we'll do these little guys on two of them. And then maybe we'll use the rest of these in between links of our chain, right? We're not going to do too many. And this one is going to be at the bottom. And so I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to kind of measure this out the best that we can, like eyeballing it. So I'm just going to pull these straight. And I'm thinking maybe the links, the chains between the links, maybe, let's see what this looks like. So this is 2 inches. So I think if we keep it right around 2 inches, that's going to be a nice length in between things that we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to cut right here. Oh boy, there it goes. I forgot this is stainless steel chain. I should probably use some different pliers on it. So let me grab some pliers I don't really care, or not pliers, cutters I'm not too worried about because they're not my brand new ones. All right, so let's do another 2 inches. This is just like a little guesstimate, you guys. It's gonna be, it might be a little off, but that's okay. I think I'll just add to the coolness of it. So there's 2. So we're gonna need, I don't know how many we're gonna need. We're just gonna cut like probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's cut 10 just to be on the safe side. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 'm gonna have to sweep it here when I'm done with this. 6, 7, 8. And one more. We're going to try the 20 gauge, but I think I'm going to have to go with less. I'm not sure yet. I think I might have to though. We'll see. All right, the only thing we can do is try, right? Let me just kind of clean this up a little bit, so I don't end up with one of those in my finger. Okay. All right, so this is our little Moonphase that we're gonna use because he's super cute. And I think we're gonna put some rutilated quartz in between. So we'll just do like a couple in between it, and that's gonna be like our pendant, just like that. And probably maybe 2 on each side. So like that. I think that'll look really cute. I'm just gonna see if these beads will fit on here. If not, I'm just gonna go grab my other wire because I don't think they will. Probably need like my 24, 26. Yeah, no, it's a hard pass. All right, guys, I'm gonna grab my other wire. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, I found my 24 gauge wire, and it is Beadalon German style wire. Sorry. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to cut some lengths that are going to be easy for me to work with, okay? And I'm just going to kind of warm this up and straighten it out a little bit. And I think this will fit on the chain. Yes, it does. Okay, good. All right, so what we're going to do first is I need my round nose pliers. And we're going to try to do tiny loops, okay? So I'm going to bring in just a tiny bit more. Whoa, it's too far. Yeah, right about there. So we're going to try to do really tiny loops. All right, so I'm right at the tip of my round nose pliers here. And the reason I want to do tiny is because I kind of want it to blend in with our chain. So I'm going to take one of my pieces of chain here. Just going to slip it over that because I'm leaving it open for a second. And put it in that little hole there, in that little loop. I'm just going to hold it closed, and we're just going to try to get the wrap started. I probably should have left myself a little bit bigger of a tail, but I really only want to wrap around a couple times. So we're just going to do, if you leave yourself a little bit bigger of a tail, it's a little bit easier to grab a hold of and wrap it, but that's okay. Lesson learned. All right, and then we're just gonna come in there and snip that one little tiny piece off. And I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any snags here because we don't want that. It's the last thing we want. We don't want this getting caught on somebody's nice shirt or on their skin. Just making sure that that's nice and pressed down there. All right, and then we're just gonna string on our little gemstones here. We decided we were going to do 2 of the rutilated quartz, do our moon bead, 2 more rutilated quartz, plop that right in there, do our full moon, 2 more rutilated quartz, come on, you little stinker, where are you? There it is. And then our other moon. Oh, see how cute that's gonna be? It's gonna be adorable. And then our last 2 rutilated quartz. It's 1. And 2. All right. There we go. So that's what our little pendant's gonna look like. So it's gonna be really, really sweet. All right, so now I wanna do my little loop on the end here. And I want my loops going the same way. So this one's going this way. And don't worry if you don't get it going the same way. You can turn it after you're done making your loop and everything, and you know, make it like match up. So same thing on this side. We're gonna leave our loop open. So just like that. And then we're gonna take one of our pieces of chain and just put it right on there. Close it back up. I want to make sure all my pieces are together nice and snug, because that's how they're going to sit like a little bit cuter. And then we're just going to wrap this a couple times, just like the other one. All right, nice and snug. That's perfect. You want to be careful though. You don't want to make it too snug, because you don't want your related quartz to break. It's always like a bummer when your gemstone breaks, or your check glass, or your crystal, pretty much any bead. All right, and now let's just make sure that this is all pretty lined up. Okay, there we go. So that's gonna hang like this. It's gonna be super cute. And then I think what we'll do next is we will put one of our beads here, because then we're going to do one of these little links next. And then, yeah, I think that's going to be too small. Let's cut another chunk here. And I do save those little pieces, you guys, because they are used in other things. And we're still going to keep using the same wire. I don't want to increase the thickness of any of the wire or anything. So we're going to keep using that. And let's just straighten it out a little bit. Still want to use a tiny loop here. I'm going to give myself a little more space though this time. So let's just bring it down here and then back around. And we're going to leave this side open. I'm going to put it right on our chain here. Okay, now we can close it. I'm going to just keep it consistent with like 2 little wraps around. Just nice and consistent. Get in there and trim it off. And again, we're just making sure we don't have any sharp pokies. And let's put this bead on. I wonder if we should do like maybe orange with this or something. Let's do that. That would look cute. We're just bringing in some of the colors from the other necklaces. Like we're wanting to like tie all the necklaces in together without them all being exactly the same. That's what I'm trying to do here. So now we're just gonna make another little tiny loop. And I think here is, I'm going to close this one because I think I want to attach this, do another chain, and then so on. So I think our best bet, because I don't want it to get kind of like stuck and like snagged, we're going to use a small jump ring in between. So we're just going to go ahead and close this one off. We got our 2 wraps. Trim that. Oh, Jody, careful. Did I break it? Almost. All right, so we're just gonna do this for now. And then I'm going to get a little head pin to hang that. I forgot to grab head pins. Let me get those real quick. Just need some gold head pins. See, we need like 4. 1, 2. I need more gold ball head pins really bad. All right. So we need 4 of those little guys. Okay, the first one we're going to put on the moon. again, we're just gonna try to do like a small-ish wrap because it doesn't need to really hang down far. As a matter of fact, we don't want it to like hang down too far to where it's touching the other side of the moon. So we're gonna put this in here. Let's pop him right in there. Oh, we want him down here though. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Oh, what in the world did I do? All right, I think I got it figured out. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, so that was a little tricky. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close up that loop. And now we're gonna use our pliers to do our couple little wraps because I can't really get my fingers in there very easily. So we're just gonna do a couple little wraps. And then come in here and trim that. There we go. This one's a little more technical than the other ones, huh? But it's fun. All right, so we have that. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's gonna be so super sweet. We're gonna get some of our little baby jump rings out, our little itty bitties. And grab my other pliers. Let's open this one up. I'm gonna hook them right on here. And then hook this on here. And then close that up. Oh, yeah, close that up. I was thinking I was at the top for some reason, but I'm not. Okay, so next we're going to do some of our chain. Look how cute this is gonna look, you guys. This is gonna be super darling. I am so excited. I wasn't sure how this was really gonna turn out. All right, so then next we'll do our little chain link. I plan on doing one side with you guys and then doing the other side off camera. It's a pretty simple task. It's a lot of extra work, but I think the fruit of your labor, I think it's worth it. All right, so we got our next little link on here. And I just want to try to make sure that I make all my moons like facing the same way. I know they're gonna do like little flippy floppies and everything while they're on the necklace and while you're wearing them, but if I can at least try to get them all in the same direction, that would be perfect. All right, so next we're gonna wanna do this one, but we're first gonna do, you know what, we're gonna do this first and then put this one at the top of that. That way it's kind of like, in a way, kind of mirrored. So we're gonna do it that way. So let's go ahead and put our little bead on that moon. I feel like this is like the trickiest part, is getting this positioned right to where you can get in there and wrap it, but you have to like turn it to get it in there, and it's just kind of like, I would do like a jump ring, but I don't want it to be, that little dangle to be so long that it touches the bottom of the moon. I want it floating. So that's why I'm kind of painstakingly doing it this way, you guys. Once you get it kind of twisted around to where you need it, it's not so bad. It's just you gotta kind of mess with it a little bit. Gotta kind of give it a little more attention than what you probably intended. So there we go. We got a little dangle going there. And we can just trim the rest of that right off there. And then we need our little jump ring. Oh my goodness gracious, get in there. There. Oh, did I lose it? Yes. All right, guys. We got this. We can do it. that one. And this one, we're gonna kind of take our measurement by like sight with the longer necklace. That way it just kind of, I think it'll make it easier. I don't think I can do all the math that I would need to do for this right now. I'm pretty mathed out, you guys. I do a lot of math at work, so I'm pretty mathed out today. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do our little carnelian link here. Oh, I made that one really teeny. All right. So first we want to put that loop through this. Hang on to that loop. Let's do our 2 little wraps that we're trying to hold ourselves accountable to. Just 2 little wraps. Sometimes I could go crazy with wraps and just do like 4 or 5 or 6 and not even like think about it. There we go. Squish that in there. And I think for the carnelian, ooh, you know, I wonder if we should do the green. We have the blue though. I think we should do the blue. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna do a little blue one here, carnelian, and another little blue one. Very cute. And now we'll do our little wrap again and attach it to another piece of chain. All right, I'm gonna leave that open. I'm gonna pop it open just a little bit. Grab one of our little chain segments. Put that right on there. Whoop, come on. You can do it. Oh, I have to say, you guys, like I was in shock today because I get notifications for the people I follow, and Opal and Orchid is one of the ones I follow. And a while back, she took like a break, and she's like, you know, she takes a break, and I'm like, no, don't take a break. It was like so sad because she's been always like one of my favorite people. I you know, I really love watching her videos. And today I saw she did a bargain bead box unboxing, and I'm like, oh. So I'm gonna have to watch it later. I've missed her. I've been watching some of her old ones because that's what I do. Like I don't know. She like between her and Danielle Wicks, like they are like the masters of like bead weaving and everything. Like so great. All right, so this is one part here. So you guys kind of get the idea of what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna need to go up more because this is not gonna be long enough. So I'm probably gonna end up doing more just like little random beads like up here. So I'll probably do another carnelian one up there and so on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to do some more on the other side, and then we'll come back together and finish it up. I'll be right back. Okay guys, and bring me back for the last little bit here. So I decided to do a link with the rutilated quartz and the gold spacers, and I'm going to do another one just like that. I think it looks really pretty. It almost looks like it's part of the chain. So I grabbed some more spacers that I'm going to need. We have 2 links of chain left, and I'm just grabbing some rutilated quartz. And then we're gonna, after we're done with these 2 links of chain and these 2 links here, we're gonna kind of measure it up to our other pieces to see how it sits. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit more wire. I've got a big old mess to clean up, you guys. Who wants to come over and help me clean up? I know you do. I know you do. So my husband just went to bed because he gets up at like 3 in the morning. So he just went to bed. It's like 5 after 7. And he brought, you know, Woody came and followed him in here when he said goodnight to me. And Woody's my dog, right? And actually he's like Shane's dog. He's like loves Shane, but when Shane's not around, then he's all about me. So I'm like the second human, you know. Shane is numero uno and I'm the second human. So he likes to sit in here with me until I get ready to go to bed. Only problem is something in this room makes him gassy, and he is a stinky boy. Let me just tell you right now, you guys. I'm like, okay, don't make me kick you out of here. If you're going to be in here, you know, letting the air escape, you're going to have to go somewhere else. Like, even my candle isn't, like, helping. It's pretty bad. All right. So there we go. I just wanted to share a little bit of my life with you guys. And there it is. It's the life of Jody. Stinky, tooty dog. All right. So let's do these last little pieces here. There's that one. And I'm just treating these the same way. I'm just, you know, doing the little wire wrap loop, putting the chain on. Just doing it the same way. Just wanted to show you what I decided to do up at the top here. Okay. And our last piece of chain for this side. I still have more chain, so if I do need to add more chain, I can. I just don't know how much more I would need to add yet at this point. So, but we'll take a look at that and see. This is kind of like, you know, for being a design on the fly, you guys, this is pretty much something here. If I say so myself, I kind of put a little more work into it than what I thought I was going to, but that's okay, because I think it's going to be amazing when I'm done. I'm actually pretty excited about it. All right, so there's that one. Let's do our other one. Do our little wrap. Oh, trim Jody, that'd be a good idea. There we go. I have a little bit of E6000 glue on my pliers. I had to like pick off, it was bothering me from another project that I did. I'm like, okay, some glue there. Alrighty, get in there. And this last one here. Then I'll try to get this uploaded right away tonight, so that way Chris has time to get it edited and put out for everyone to see. There we go. All right. Now, I'm gonna kind of just scoot some stuff off to the side here because I've got quite the mess going on. Get rid of those, put them up there for now. All right, so if this one's supposed to be our longest, I gotta move some stuff. I've got stuff everywhere, you guys. All right, I'm gonna pull you guys out. You can see a whole lot of mess, but I want you to see what I'm looking at. All right, so so here's the end, right? Right past my pinky is my pendant. So I'm sorry, I don't want to pull you guys out that far because I don't think you'll be able to see really great. So then here's our, this is supposed to be our middle one. So it would hang right here. Let me just tilt you so you can see it. See? So kind of like that. And then our shortest one will be here in the middle. So I think I do want this to be just a tad longer. I don't think we really need to add a whole lot, but I think I will do one more length of chain, but do a really tiny little wrap in between. So let's cut 2 more pieces of 2-inch chain. 2-inch, do I need 2-inch? Let's see. Yeah, maybe I will. And if I need to trim some of it off, I can before I put my clasp on. It'll be fine. It's okay. But I want to cut a little bit more just to be on the safe side here. Okay, there's one. Okay, and 2. There we go. I still have a lot of chain left. That's crazy. All right. I dropped my wire. There we go. So let's just go ahead and cut just a little bit more wire. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one rutilated quartz little link and then put my chain on. So just to not give it a whole lot of distance, but still have something there to kind of keep that pattern going. But we're going to make it just shorter. That's all. All right. So I have some wire. Let's do these last little pieces here, and we'll get our clasp on. This one's going to be a nice long necklace. And I kind of like that with the skinny chain being that long. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I think I could wear it on its own really, really easily, and it would be really cool. Like I'm thinking with like a nice like tunic type shirt, it would be really cute. And I got some really cute ones for this fall and everything. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I could wear it for the summer too, because I've got some really cute like the dress I'm wearing today is probably gonna be like the perfect one to wear it with. So I can actually show you that. There we go. We just need one little quartz. Teeniest, tiniest link ever. How little that link's gonna be. It's gonna be so tiny. But I think it's just gonna be just enough to add that little bit of chain on, and it'll be perfect. Perfect for me. I can guarantee you my mom would see this necklace and she'd be like, oh, can I have that? I know she will. I'll be like, if you take this one, Mom, you're going to have to take all 3 because they go together. All right, so we got that link. And we can use that for the next one. Making sure, be really careful. There we go. All right, let's do this last one here, guys. This one has taken me a good bit. I've been in here for a while. I left my fan on this time because I'm hot. So we're gonna just leave that on for a little bit. So you guys will hear some humming in the background, but I know you all understand. And there we go. I'm giving those tools a workout today, guys. Giving those tools a workout. And here we go. All right, now that we did that, let's see again. Let's just double check ourselves. So this is going to be pretty long, but it kind of has to be. So we're just going to pull this apart real quick, like so. Let's grab this one. Let go. I'm more concerned about this one. We know the other one is good to go, so I can just leave that one. This one, okay, now I think I've got it right. Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it just the way it is. I don't need to trim anything off. We're gonna leave it, and we're gonna put our other pieces on. So I need one of these tiny little jump rings for our clasp, and then for the other part that is gonna go in, I need just a little bit bigger. All right, pliers. Oh, these are pliers. All right. Yeah, and I still have quite a bit of chain left. I got enough that I could probably use it on another necklace. I'm going to use a ton of chain here. This one. There we go. Hook that together. And here's this one. And see, the moons are going to flip-flop around, but I'll get it on and I'll show you how everything looks together, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm already standing up. So if you see anything on my dress, it's because I was washing dishes and I got dirty. All right, so here's my cute little Moonphase. See how long it is? I love that. So it's right here, so like just under my chest. And then I have this one and the little teeny tiny one. And I think this is like perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy the way this turned out, you guys. I couldn't even imagine that it would turn out this great. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I hope you liked it. And if you do want to get bargain bead box sent to your home, I do have a referral in the description. And I also have a coupon code that will save you $2 off your first box. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. I would love to hear what you think. All right, talk to you soon. Sending you all my love, guys. Bye.